Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-January 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as well as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, and future energies between you and a main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight, and after the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Prince of Coins. So this is actually the court card for your sign. So this definitely says that you could have been feeling, on one hand, you've probably felt comfortable around this person, but at the same time, it looks like there was a little bit of nervousness as far as actually expressing your feelings toward this person. So I feel like the feelings were there, but for whatever reason, you couldn't really quite get yourself to the point to expressing those feelings toward this person. Past energy on their side, we have the Tower. So this says to me that in the past they might have actually caused an ending between the two of you, and it might have happened in a rather abrupt manner as well. Timing wise, there's nothing that immediately jumps out at me just looking at this, but yeah, I feel like this is saying that between the two of you might have gone through a bit of a quick ending between the two of you, and it could have been because ultimately, if you were a little bit frozen up and not necessarily comfortable expressing yourself, could have been some miscommunication, and this definitely could have, at the very least, now that we do think of a timeline, it could have been during the last Mercury retrograde that we had recently. All right. Excuse me. Present energy on your side, we have the King of Wands. So this is actually Leo energy here, and the similarities to me is, if you look at the trees in the background there, it looks like, there's a little bit of greenery left on them, right? Whereas here we're seeing that they're pretty bare, right? So to me, that could just represent the passage of time. So, and given that for you guys, Leo energy is 12th house, this could just be saying that you still might be stuck in your head around your feelings for this person. So I feel like the feelings are still there. But again, as far as expressing those feelings, it seems like it hasn't happened yet. And this does make me think of the fact that you guys recently had Mars retrograde in Leo, which is your 12th house. So that could have been what made you feel like you couldn't really act on those feelings at the time as well. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Ace of Wands. So to me, this says at the very least they're thinking about wanting to restart the connection between the two of you. Aces are always a little tricky as far as usually it's more of an energy of the idea coming to the person rather than them actually acting on it, which would be more of like the page energy. But yeah, at the very least, it's telling me that this person currently is thinking about sparking the connection between the two of you again. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Queen of Staves. So this is actually Aries energy here. So for some of you, this could just be saying that, maybe timeline-wise, this could just be saying that when we finally get toward Aries season, toward the end of March, you might finally be ready to express your feelings for this person. But at the very least, it shows to me that your feelings are still going to be pretty strong for this person. And it feels like there's a strong physical attraction toward this person as well. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Magician. So yeah, so to me this says that ultimately it looks like they will figure out a way to get the connection going between the two of you again, because to me that sword representing the communication there, and then pulling the sword out of the hat, right? To me it's like them figuring out the right words to say to get the conversation going between the two of you again. All right, and bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Three of Cups. So this is Cancerian energy here. So yeah, this could just be saying that, once you do get the connection off the ground with this person down the line, it looks like there could be a bit of a celebration between you and close friends. Now, for some of you, this might happen a little bit quicker than I was initially thinking. I wouldn't bank on it necessarily, but this is actually Cancer energy here. We're just about to have that full moon in Cancer, so some of you could even just be pointing to that energy, especially given that we do see the full moon in the background there. But again, like I said, maybe not for all of you. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, so if we look at the artwork here, it looks like a soldier returning from war, right? And to me, that rose even gives off that energy of like them trying to, at least upon the initial return, try to approach things at more of a friendship level, right? As opposed to just jumping right back into, hey, let's get romantically involved, right? So could just be saying that they have the realization that okay, whatever took place between the two of you in the past, right, didn't seem like it was ideal, and it looks like they're gonna more than likely be the ones to initiate the communication opening back up between the two of you. We'll see what the oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the messages of oracle card deck. I did pre-shuffle this deck, but I'm gonna give it a few more shuffles, and then we'll cut the deck and pull a card. Okay. We'll take this card. And next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So I also pre-shuffled this deck, just give it a few more, and then we'll cut the deck, pull a card that way. Okay. And we'll take this card. Oops, I make a mess. Let me get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at the Messages of Love Oracle card first. All right, we have marriage. It says this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Now, given what we were just talking about here, I feel like it might take a while to get there, but at the very least, that's showing that, hey, there is potential there, right? Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what this was, this tower moment with this person. Again, I'm getting the impression that it could have just been like crossed wires, because if you were struggling to express your feelings to them, right, that might have made them misread the situation. Now, this is, very rarely the right way to address the situation, but could have just caused them to freak out and think that things were worse than they were. Again, like I said, this definitely gives off a bit of a Mercury retrograde energy, which we had recently, so could have been back then. And now it looks like both of you have that desire to pick things back up, but we'll see what the Wisdom Oracle adds to the mix. All right, we have co-create. There's the artwork, and the number is 40. We'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you never would have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept the art open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. So it's interesting there where it talks about looking in a mirror, right? Because again, like I said, it looks like you might have been struggling to express yourself with this person. And again, like I said, it seems like that might have made them freak out and assume the worst. And then obviously that created the worst, right? And then as far as keeping your heart open, that's where I at least do feel like this is showing on your side. As far as like we said, it looks like the feelings are still there, right? We see the trees more bare, which to me shows you're more stuck in your head. And like I said, with this, it seems like it's a little more likely saying that as we get toward Aries season, you guys are going to be in a much better place. Some of you maybe even sooner, given that there's Cancer and energy there, and we're just about to have that full moon in Cancer. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.